God is saying, your latest progress report. I can't even justify taking you to McDonald's. I'm not being facetious. I want you to think about it. Your last 9-week report. We ain't going to no Piccadilly. Hot dogs at home. Think about it, saints. Think about it. And Sister Tanya, all the Lord is saying is, oh, you don't know how bad. I want to rejoice over you again. Get them words up. Get them words up. Come on. You know what? Even if your kid had pretty decent grades, if they came home and had a note attack said, even though his proficiency is above average, however, listen, there's still a question. There's still a possibility he's going to fail because of excessive absence. God has raised your attendance. John, when you do come, you get your praise. Who had church breakdown? But you're a visitor, a regular visitor in the house of your God. And God keeps looking at your attendance reports. Every Sunday, every now and then, every blue moon, holidays, special occasions. I can't rejoice over this. Y'all can look at me funny if you want to. I'm preaching just what God gave me. God wants me to tell many of us, you are your own holdup. It ain't the devil. God just wants to rejoice over you again. When you were a student that got to class before time. Now you come struggling late and want to leave early. What I hear the Lord say about them, all I want, baby, give me cause to rejoice again over thee. Just get in that place, Mother, so that the next time I bring you before your pastor, you in your senior years, but because of God's order, when God decides to release certain blessings in your life, he has to bring you before that young man that could be your grandson. And he says to me in my time of prayer, Toka is petitioning heaven for certain things. What's the report? Y'all looking funny, but this is Bible. Obey them that have rule over you. For they must give, they must give. You can't give no account for yourself. For they must give account for you. And it says they ought to be able to do it with joy and not with grief. For this is unprofitable for you. There's stuff that you praying to God for, and God wants to give it to you, but because God is a God of order, this ain't my order, this is God's order. God's order is when the membership asks God for certain things, God checks with the pastor, the shepherd, to see if you've been a good sheep or a goat. Now I'm preaching Bible. I'm preaching Bible. And you've heard me confess that in my early years of pastoring, Brother Wilson, I don't know if you ever heard me say this. I did not understand that process. I would be in prayer, and I'm praying for the saints, I'm praying for the members, I'm praying for the church, I'm praying for other churches we're affiliated with. And there would come a time in my prayer, I'd just get quiet, and God would just bring the face of it like a picture, man. Like he'd bring up a picture, and I'm looking at, and I just say, oh yeah, Lord, whatever they're going through, bless them. And then Elder Cooper would come. I'm just using an example, praise God. And then Pastor Keith Boyd would come up, and finally one day the Lord said to me, let me teach you. And I just stood there and I said, Lord, I prayed Solomon's prayer. Lord, I'm but a child. I've been pastoring 20 years, and I just prayed this prayer this past week. Lord, I'm but a child. I don't know how to go in and come out before so great a people. Teach me your way. Give me an understanding heart. And that day at the altar, Sister Robinson, the Lord said, let me teach you. He says, these faces that I'm bringing before you, they have been petitioning me for certain things. And he said, but my word requires you have to sign off on the permission slip. Now, I know there's some of y'all that just you saying, oh, he going off on the deep end. I'm in the book. It's Bible. And God would say, what's the report? They are asking for certain blessings. Should I release it? And there were times when it did me all the good work. Say, Lord, do it for me. And I'm telling you, and it wasn't just material things. I'm using this because you can relate to this. And I'm telling you, God would bring the Wilsons, and Lord, faithful, Lord, blessings to pastor. And man, it wouldn't even surprise. That's why something wouldn't surprise me. They drive over a brand new vehicle and tell how, man, and Bishop, we got this thing, and I know they were $200. Paying less on this than we was paying on that thing we were driving, and so forth. And I would say, man, that's wonderful. And they just don't know. I would go back to my prayer closet and say, Lord, your word is real. You just brought them before me. I didn't know what they was asking me for. But I know they've been faithful. And I remember when you brought them before me Thursday morning in my early morning prayer. And I said, Lord, whatever it is, release it to them. And I've seen the week don't go out, Sister Grace. And that same person, that same family, that same couple would come in and say, I wasn't going to say that, but can I just share a word of testimony? I didn't know what they were going to say. And they would start sharing what the Lord would do, what the Lord had done. Man, they would just rejoice in my heart. And then there was something that God would bring before me. And I said, Lord, I love him. Wonderful individual. Hallelujah. Sister, break this down. I ask you to stand up because it's a new season for you. Not because I said it. You know why? Because you said it. She and I had a conversation a couple of months ago, and I'm telling you what I like about it. Since the conversation, man, I've seen so much action. I'm just saying, Lord, do it. She said, Pastor, God sent me to this church. I'm one of the first ones. I've been at this church since we was at the hotel. Then we had this conversation. She said, you know what? Praise God. I ain't standing on the sidelines. I'm not saying the exact words she said, but this is essence what she told me. I ain't standing on the sidelines no more. I'm about to get in my place. I'm about to be faithful. Didn't you say it? I've been seeing her in Sunday school. She's here on Wednesday night. She's in services on Sundays, both services. And the one or two times she just couldn't make it, she called and said, Bishop, I will not be there. Got death in the family. Got to go see about my aunt or whatever the case was. Do you know how that made me feel? When God brought her face before me again? And I said, oh yeah, Lord, she's positioned now. Hey! Glory to the Lamb. I didn't want to embarrass you, Sister Brittany. I appreciate you standing. Glory to God. Bless the name of God. Rejoice over me again. Take me back, Lord. That place I once held in you. Let me see, can I get just a little further?